$1,000 pop bonus. We got Guap on deck, ladies and gentlemen. Come out to AON.
Do it. You heard the man. He got a pretty good sales pitch on that.
I heard a little birdie told me you're trying to get, well, you can't get all 10 because Vinny's not coming, but you're trying to get a lot of the PR here.
Yeah, he who should not be named, who isn't here right now, who we're not going to talk about right now because he's not on stream, as always. Instead, we got Cyberman, we got Raptor, we're here in Winners Finals. This is the LI Classic.
Yes, the LI Classic. Who do you think's been taking the edge recently between the two? I can't remember, yeah. I
gotta say, Cyberman has been playing on fire here.
He's on a hot streak, dude. He won like 2 AONs. Like 2 AONs ago, he won the last 2 or something like that. He didn't win the most recent one, but he made it to top 2, I think, there. He's been doing fantastically, and I gotta say, Raptor's gonna be giving him a good show today, because he's been back on the rise as of late. Yeah, he has been. He's pissed, dude. He wasn't included in this this most recent PR, and now his red Yoshi is angry. He's been on that grind, and you've been seeing him play a lot with Suarez off the stream, on the stream, you know, in secrets. Those secret session?
Nah, it's not a secret session.
Not a secret session.
Those don't exist, man.
You're right.
That's not on the map. But,
#FNY.
You're going to get your meme privileges revoked at this rate.
I will meme till death, all right?
Yeah, well, back to the match, because you're not dead just yet, and neither is Cyberman, despite having a bit of difficulty landing, thanks to Raptor constantly having an option out. I love how Raptor's constantly just threatening the offstage option, and with those fares a lot. I feel like that works exceptionally well in this matchup, given how quick Sonic moves. If you can get Sonic in the air, though, he's pretty much a sitting duck. Cyberman recognizes that he has to respect some of the offstage play that Raptor provides, because if he gets too lackadaisical with his spin dashes and spin charges, he could eat a fair. And if he's not intangible during that position, that's a stock that's lost free. Cyberman doing what he does best, though, adding down that little chip damage with those grab combos. And here we're going to see a potential kill down throw. We're going to see the spring and the forward tilt killing. Excellent mix-up right there on Cyberman's part, honestly. I did not know that was a kill option. Yeah, with atrocious DI like that, sure, anything's possible, man. Jesus. Anything's possible out here, but I mean, hey, Raptor's not out of it just yet. The foot's doing a jab lock. He's crazy. He's got a very basic jab lock. Not able to get the continuation off of it. He got a grab, though, so this helps a lot. He's definitely establishing stage control a bit. Raptor's kind of hanging back by ledge to try and get Cyberman in an offstage position where he'll become more vulnerable. If Cyberman doesn't bite the bait, he's going to be seeing himself with a lot more percent as he just mixes up his approaches against Raptor. He gets the hit, not able to get the follow-up up there, so he's not able to clean up that stock just yet. Things are looking pretty dangerous for Raptor right now. Cyberman's playing things pretty patiently. He's just baiting out Raptor's approaches quite a bit. Raptor has the utmost intent when he does most of his approach options. However, Cyberman just baiting them all out right now. He's just he's whirling around him at high velocities that Raptor clearly can't keep up with. Yeah, I mean, the pressure's on, man. The Mickey Mouse punch. Yeah, that forward smash is going to meet him right in the big old nose. Game 1 going to go in Cyber's favor, playing very convincingly. And Raptor looking a little stumped right now. He's right in the snout. Trying to figure out what he's got to change in his game plan, because he maneuvered himself well. You need to be stopped. Shout out to the kills. I've got so many notes for you, but most of them are just a slap to the face. But we're about that once the show's over tonight. Show is still plenty far from over tonight, because we got Winners Finals still going. We got the run back on Smashville. This is best of 5 now, because that's how all finals are here at AON. So Raptor's a few more games to think on what he's been doing. Yeah, that being said, all that's been happening is a lot of percentage. We're seeing a lot of these reset situations that Cyberman's known for, and I love all the leeway that he's been getting from his grabs. He's been just tacking on so much damage with the mix-ups that Sonic has off of his grab. He's been up throwing it to up air, back air, forward air, neutral air, all the airs, all the aerials. Not patient enough on that forward air. If he waited a little bit longer, he might have been able to catch Cyberman on the upswing of that spring, but the egg coming out to disrupt that, or rather extend that combo right there by Raptor. Now he's evened up the percentage quite nicely. Second half of down smash is going to be getting a little bit of stage control. Egg roll continuing it, and these straight hits finally going to put the percentage in favor of Raptor. It's all a matter about whether or not he can actually close it out, and he manages to with that up air. Yeah, like I said before, Raptor needs to thrive off of just keeping Cyberman in the air. Sonic thrives mostly off of his incredible ground game. Yeah, Cyberman thrives off his incredible ground game with Sonic, and Raptor, if he just juggles him, though, Sonic really doesn't have too many options to get out of it. He's kind of a sitting duck with that air dodge coming out, and it's pretty easy to bait out. So far, he can play the patient game as best as he wants, and that's really what put Raptor on the map. The fact that he could just bait his opponent so well and utilize all of the strengths of Yoshi without having to worry about his less than stellar approach options. And even though we see that Raptor's got no problem cracking his opponents wide open, Yoshi as a whole doesn't have the best tools for getting through to Sonic, considering how fast Sonic can move constantly.
Yeah, I mean, Raptor's putting out all these retreating aerial options that are stuffing Cyberman's approaches so nicely. Even that low percent fair really just gave him a good job of just saying, hey, you think you got stage control, fam, but nah, not yet. Not while I'm still kicking with these boots. He's just keeping him in the air so well and juggling him with those up airs very nicely.
Yeah, the main issue is that, you know, he can only control so much space at once, and Cyberman does such a good job of recognizing all the space that isn't being covered by Raptor, so he's constantly able to reset the situation. Although, in a change from Game 1 to Game 2, Raptor's been recognizing that and he's just trying to set up as many of those situations in his favor as he can. If he's going to be set up in 100 situations, he might as well win them out.
I like the trades he's attempting to take here with Cyberman. Oh, yeah, the shield poke is going to net him that game too.
Was beautiful.
Yeah.
So, not only did he initiate that shield poke to lock Cyberman onto that platform, but the drop through to get the rising down air to continue ensured he was either getting that shield break or he was getting the shield poke to be able to kill him off the side. An excellent play from Raptor.
Yeah, that was superb. No, nothing more I can really say. And now hopping into game number 3 on Town and City. And this pick, I think it aids Yoshi quite a bit with how much aerial space controlling. Of course, Cyberman can get his mileage, and he has a little bit more space to run around now than prior. Those small blast zones probably going to aid him in earlier kills like back air or forward air, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that being said, you know, this is still Yoshi. Yoshi's the kind of character that really likes these small blast zones. And while the platforms may make things a bit more difficult for Raptor to zone Cyberman out with the egg throws, we haven't been seeing too much of them, as we've seen Raptor adapt into Game 2 and now in 3, finally seeing an egg thrown out while there's no platforms in sight.
He's catching Cyberman in these positions where he will either have to air dodge or throw out some kind of unsafe aerial, and he's just taking his trades, which is really, really nice. Cyberman definitely has to stay a bit more grounded and just basically just avoid the egg mitigation that Raptor's providing. Yeah, Raptor's just throwing out 1 or 2 quick little moves in retreat from Cyberman, and it's really paying dividends for him right now.
The way that Cyberman moves around the base of the stage, you show that he's a bit spooked now. Raptor does such a fine job of covering all of these aerial options that Cyberman usually puts out to threaten his opponent, but Raptor's answered so strong that he's just threatening so much space, only having 75 in counting on this first stock of his. And while Raptor hasn't been able to build up that much percentage yet on Cyberman, yeah, the threat is still there.
They say he looked a little bit stumped game 1, but honestly, I think that hard, critical thinking in between games really just showed the momentum shift. Raptor sees himself in a more comfortable position, and as I say that, unfortunately, he gets cleanly up-aired. The footstool right there, I love that little footstool set up by Cyberman. It's a pretty basic Sonic thing to do, but it looks pretty cool. Love footstools.
Footstools are quirky. You don't often see too much come out of it when it comes to
I don't think the meta will be shifting into it anytime soon either.
Nah, especially in this matchup. Sonic's got a lot more quirky setups that he could be going for, and as far as Yoshi goes, you don't want to be jumping too far away from your opponent. You want to keep those boots in their face, not on top of their head.
Cyberman has Raptor cornered right now, though, and however, the jab pressure to just get out of there.
Ooh.
Unsafe forward smash, though.
Really smart air dodge, spot dodge from Cyberman, recognizing that Raptor had a plethora of options to put something in his face, so he just needed the quickest option, get himself out of there.
If Cyberman just dashed up and spot dodged, since Raptor seems to be kind of panic throwing out options as soon as Cyber gets close, he could be netting himself a few more grabs.
Percentage is sitting relatively even now. It seems that both players recognizing the situation at hand, and they're both going to want to slow things to a crawl.
Oh my. Okay. Oh.
It's happening.
Raptor.
We've got Raptor with plenty of gusto behind that Yoshi now.
Mental warfare. Yeah, he's... Raptor, this is a whole new Raptor I've seen from last season's Raptor, honestly.
This is the take the glove off.
Carlos is no holds barred now. He does not care anymore.
He's got the drive to get himself back in the ring. He just wasn't really feeling things too much in quarter one, but as it moved on, he saw that the competition was really on the rise.
Yeah.
He needed to meet that standard, and here it is.
And I love how he knew that Sonic just couldn't get back after that second fairy, so he threw out the taunt as Sonic slowly fell to his inevitable death. Yoshi saying hi to the camera.
That's my favorite Yoshi taunt. That's the where you at taunt.
I like the one where he chases his tail.
Now, see, that one makes him seem more like a pet. The other one, this is
a
Yoshi.
pet, dude.
This is Yoshi the Entertainer.
Yoshi's tired of being carried or carrying Mario and Luigi's dumbasses around the entire time. Now he's pissed.
Yoshi is angry.
And so Raptor's really feeling himself right now. Like, with just all his options and the confidence he throws out with every single aerial, you can really tell he's sitting a bit more comfortably than he was the very first game of the set. However, Cyberman is finding himself a decent amount of percent saying, all right, you can taunt me, but remember the true combo, taunt to get bodied.
Yeah, right now that combo's not looking so true. He's getting the percentage off on Raptor nicely, but he's really not doing that great of a job of sticking on top of Raptor. Raptor's evasive movement's really helping him reset to neutral constantly and getting the trades wherever he can, but Raptor's not picking the right options right now for getting back on top of Cyberman.
He was looking so much more reserved before. Oh, okay. I don't know. Whoa. Oh, yeah, Cyberman's incredible recovery, letting him back to that stage.
Yeah, he's ready this time.
Yeah. He's like, all right, you caught me off guard the first time, but I can press up B with the quickest of reaction times. Yeah, now he's just chilling in the background right now, really.
Gets the spring ride. Nothing to come out of it, though. And Cyberman just throwing it out. He wants that forward smash.
Yeah, Raptor not known for rolling too much in that scenario, though. I wonder what kind of read he was going for.
Yeah, he was reading the wrong book.
Yeah,
but he does get the re-grab. Sets up for the ledge situation. And an egg throw is going to be able to allow Raptor to come to stage safely. Even coming onto the top platform, Cyberman not bothering to really cover the space.
Yeah, Cyberman saying, you notice Raptor's approaching a bit more than he was before, not only because, the platform actually mitigated that so heavily. That would have been a kill for Cyberman, but the platform moving him slightly out of that drift, kind of assisting Raptor's DI a bit.
Yeah, that was just a mess.
That was unfortunate. The game, Smash 4 lies to us a lot. That was one of the beautiful instances it did.
Raptor had excellent SDI throughout that situation,
that'll be it.
but
Not this
be able
one.
to recreate it. Cyberman finally taking a lead on top of Raptor.
Yeah, now Cyberman saying, he's answering back from that brutal Game 3.
Yeah, I think what's really helping Cyberman get himself back in the reins over here is the fact that Raptor's playing a bit more reserved, like you'd mentioned. And yeah, he's getting in his nice shots here and there, but as soon as you slow down the pace is when Cyberman takes back control of it. And that goes for everyone.
I don't like the options that Raptor's throwing out a bit. I feel like in terms of aerial options to contest Sonic, there's a lot more quicker buttons you could be hitting, like Nair or up air, rather than moves like back air or down air.
See, down air is good for putting out that shield pressure, and it helps with threatening against spin charge.
Oh, definitely, but not in the air.
Up air is not as safe as you'd picture, and while it's a really strong kill move for Yoshi, it's very punishable.
Okay. All right.
We're going to Game 5.
Game numero 5.
Yeah.
That was almost too easy, says Sonic. I don't know, dude. You're in Game 5 right now. You sure about that being a little too easy?
It wasn't easy enough. But Raptor's not shaking. He's sitting there pretty. He wants this.
Shaken, not stirred.
They're going to be moving back to Smashville, and
Cyberman looking up to God, maybe, for help. I don't know.
He's looking for the script right now.
He's looking for the AON script for tonight. The script kind of, I don't know who wrote the script tonight, but it's...
Oh, you see, we don't write the script here. It's procedurally generated.
I think Sage just pounds on a keyboard, and whatever comes out just comes out. Like an animal.
So, sitting here on Smashville, things are going to be inherently a bit slower, and I like what Cyberman's doing, just moving around as much as he can, as Sonic is known to do.
He's tricking out Raptor's movement. Raptor's not really anticipating. He's trying to mix up his approach on Raptor so that Raptor can't really anticipate what he's going to go for. Yoshi Super Armor, getting him out of that sticky situation right there.
Yeah, the Flutter Jump Super Armor coming in clutch, allowing Raptor to not really worry about the spring jump, but, I mean, here we are. And Egg jabbing away with a down smash connecting. Not a bit of that was true. Fraudulent combos out here, racking up the damage. And both of them would just play this very strange footsies game. Cyberman not committing to anything really, and I like that.
Oh my goodness gracious. That meteor smash right there was a little scary. It didn't lead into anything though. Rare you see that honestly from Sonic especially, but the hitbox is actually very, very small.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's a very unconventional tool, but it's something that we're used to seeing from Cyberman because he's just a very unconventional Sonic player.
He doesn't play like most Sonics. I've noticed that. He really just he plays the Cyberman way. I don't think it can really draw a lot of inspiration from other Sonics from his play because he just doesn't play like a lot of Sonics.
He integrates a lot of Brawl and PM Sonic into his kind of play. And
wait, what game?
Paper Mario.
Okay.
And you see the way that he utilizes those kind of tactics, but still has the movement and neutral to match a Smash for Wii U Sonic. It just goes to show that he is like a pamphlet that got read.
Yeah, so air dodging that situation is terrible just because not only will it leave you vulnerable, but the landing lag you experience from jumps or air dodging is incredulous. And it'll definitely net him that stock right there. Good stuff and awareness by Raptor to really get that punish. I know he's been very solid on that punish all day long. Now he's sitting at the lead, so now Raptor can just kind of chill back, throw out retreating aerials, throw eggs. Cyberman's going to have to approach every single time, and Raptor knows that. He's taking full advantage of the situation right now as Cyberman's trying to figure out some way to get in safely.
And you know, it's worth noting that Cyberman might be piloting the fastest thing alive, but Yoshi's pretty fast on his own. Both on the ground and in the air. So Raptor definitely has the tools to force Cyberman into this cat and mouse game.
He tried to bait out the approach there with some sort of down B or something. I don't know what he's going for.
It's a kind of situation like this where the tension's high, but things are just inherently
Oh wow, he died. The way the camera moved there made it seem like it wasn't going to kill him as early as it did.
Yeah, that's the script giving you the jukes.
Yeah. The camera in this game is a little nutty sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sakurai.
There's a lot of things that are nutty about this game. But,
Sakurai, get off the cocaine. Cyberman, though, seeing himself back in the lead in terms of percentage, and now he doesn't have to approach. That 1%, he's going to milk it. He's going to bait out that approach by Raptor, and now he's going to tack on his percent. Uh-oh.
He's going to do what he can, manages to get himself back on stage, but this is the kind of situation that Raptor needed to tack on plenty of percentage, get himself back in the lead with 2.5 minutes left on the clock. They could play the timer if they need to. Both players are very capable of doing so.
I think I've even seen a timeout from him before, honestly.
I've seen a timeout from both these players. They are certainly
They're chilling. They have such great mental fortitude because they've been in this situation so many times. Cyberman obviously being a Sonic, and Raptor just being a very, very patient, calm player. He will not overextend.
You know, Sonic has this infamous rap behind him that you got to play impatiently.
Thanks, Wrath.
I think there's a lot of Sonics to thank for that.
Ecstatic Manny.
And it's one of those things where it's like...
Thanks, Como.
There are a lot of other characters that have this as an optimal playstyle, and Yoshi's kit really allows for it. Between the safety of some of his aerials, how Egg Lay and Egg Throw allow him to control a lot of space through punishing, whether it be zoning or a pseudo command grab. And then on top of that, Flutter Jump allows him to escape situations really easily. Yoshi can very well play this patient game.
Wow, Raptor beating out the movement right there and really just picking his option. He knew Cyberman was going to go right behind him immediately and meant to anticipate it. I love how Raptor's just recording all of these movement options by Cyber and is just starting to adapt to them ever so slowly.
We're seeing a ton of empty hops out of Raptor right now, and I really like that as an option just because the way that you see him contesting all of these movement options from Cyberman is as soon as he's in the air. We see a little bit of a mix-up from earlier where he was sort of just dashing in place, jabbing, doing a lot of shielding, and it's working out amazingly for him, but that's not part of the course. That's just Raptor's expertise behind Yoshi really showcasing.
This is winding down to less than a minute left on the clock. High percents for both players. Honestly, we could see a kill option here coming up pretty soon, or it's the clock running down. Dangerous territory. Oh, but Raptor says, "Nah, we're ending this right now with that forward air."
And dash attacks constantly continuing to,
and oh my gosh! And the Mickey Mouse Looney Tunes forward smash comes out.
And we're into Game 5, and that's going to be that.